They want to demonstrate how to use the Explorer app to view maps in RC View on your mobile device. So top left corner is our Explorer app. I'm going to open that up. And I'm on an iPad right now, but you could do this on an iPhone or an Android device as well. So it popped me into the map I was last in, but I'm going to go ahead and go back and show you that I can see all of the maps that are available to me within RC View. I have the ability in the top right corner to search for anything. So let's go ahead and search for Mississippi. Okay, and let's go ahead and look at the Mississippi Common Operating Picture. Let me zoom out. And we'll give it just a second to load. Okay, so what I'm seeing here, it looks like we have the boundaries for the Mississippi region. Their chapter boundaries, I see river gauges, and it looks like to the north we also see some radar where there's storms and rain. So the first thing I want to show you is in the top right corner we have these 3 ellipses. Here I can access the layers, where I can turn on and off different layers that I want to see or don't want to see. So let's go ahead and turn off, in particular, let's turn off the layer for the river gauges. And Atlantic tropical cyclones. Let's turn those off for now. And there we go, turn off river gauges. And we'll go ahead and turn off the radar as well, since there wasn't anything in Mississippi at the moment. And let's go ahead and turn off some of the boundaries as well, now that we know where Mississippi is. I'll keep the headquarters on so we can see where the offices are. And so all I have left now are the offices, the Mississippi headquarters. We have the calls within the last 24 hours that have come in. I'll go ahead and turn those off, actually. But I will leave on the events from the last 24 hours. So those are all the DAT events that we've responded to over the last 24 hours. And I'll click anywhere on the map to exit out of that layer menu. So I can see this triangle right here over Hattiesburg indicates that we responded to a DAT call there within the last 24 hours. So briefly, let me go back into the layers list and switch from the last 24 hours to all active events. That's going to show you DAT responses since we started recording with RC View in about 2016, so roughly 3 years ago. So I can see there have been a lot of events in those 3 years here in Hattiesburg. The next thing I want to show you is in the top right corner where you see an arrow icon. If I click on that, that will jump the map to my current location. So it lets you see your location in relation to all the DAT responses that have happened over the last 3 years, which is a kind of cool piece of information to have. The second thing I want to show you, let me go ahead, let's go ahead and go back over to Mississippi. And I turned the region boundaries off, so let's hope I can find Mississippi. There you go. So back here at Hattiesburg, I can see a lot of DAT calls. I can also see, let's go ahead and zoom into this little area up here. And it looks pretty residential. I see lots of streets, but let's show you how to switch the base map. So again, those top 3 ellipses, and select base map this time instead of layers. And these are all the base map options you have. In particular, I'm going to go for imagery with labels, the second row here. And I'll go ahead and close this side panel. So I can see this is a very residential area. We've responded to a lot of DAT events here. So this might be a good area for canvassing for home fire campaign, especially I can see there's a lot of very close together houses, so a lot easier to walk. So to make it a little bit easier, I'm going to actually go back and switch the base map over now that I've confirmed that it's very residential, and it looks, fairly easy, a fairly easy way to walk. So let's switch the base map back over so I can see those dots a little bit better. And I can click on any one of these dots, and its information will open up in the side panel here, so I can see it was a single family fire, and it was back in 2019. Oh, so September, so not that long ago actually. But down here in the bottom left corner, there is a little pin icon. If I click that, it will open up a menu asking which app do I want to use, and whatever navigation apps you have on your device will be available to you. So I'm going to go ahead and say Google Maps. This is now going to open up Google Maps and provide me driving directions to that specific point. So if it was a DAT event within the last, maybe a couple months, and you want to do some canvassing around that DAT event, you can get driving directions. And you can see because I'm in Florida, it's about 2 hours away, but hopefully it would be closer for you in Mississippi. So I'm going to go back over to the Explorer app and the Google Maps. And I'll close this side panel. One other cool thing to show you is here in the top right, you see a little pencil icon. If I select that, that will actually let me start drawing on the map. So let's say I'm just going to start drawing, put a point here, and let's drop another point. So these could be boundary points for areas that you want to canvas. Additionally, you should be able to draw polygons. I could label that polygons, add a label, let's call it Group 1. And maybe this was the area that Group 1 was going to canvas, and maybe I have another group that was going to canvas another area. So you could take this, you could do a screen grab, take a picture, and share it with your team, and now they can see the area, the boundaries of the area you want them to canvas. You can see where we've responded to data events over the last roughly 3 years. You can see street names, so they know exactly which streets they're on. So a cool feature that Explorer lets you do. And all on your mobile device. You don't even have to be on a laptop. So it's very cool. All right, I'll go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and clear these drawings. So let's clear them all. Clear all markups. And I'll say done. And there I am, back at my original map. Cool. I hope you enjoyed.